What's up everybody, welcome back to cilinixfxcapital and welcome to this video about Apecoin, or just simply Ape, whatever you want to call it. Wanted to do a quick update on that regarding the technicals, but also just in general what you can expect. Because Apecoin has actually been fairly bullish compared to other cryptos. It's been holding very well. Now obviously we have dropped down massively since FTX. Because Apecoin or FTX was one of the biggest Apecoin holders, I believe. They were at least one of the biggest investors. But ever since like the beginning of November, we've been pretty bullish. And on the very short term, here you can see that we have been pretty stable. So I wanted to cover it. Volume is also pretty nice at around 7% of the market cap, which over the last month, I mean, it has been pretty stable. We went down obviously during Christmas, but that's just logical. And now we're at good levels. I mean, compared to other cryptos, this is pretty good. So I just wanted to cover whether we can actually break out. And I think the thumbnail is like Apecoin will break out, because we will. Which way though is the question. Because what you could argue is that this bullish momentum we have, because it is definitely bullish, we're making higher lows, is simply a bearish flag, which is a market formation. All right, it's basically, and I'm going to draw something. It's basically when we have a downtrend or a drop, you have a bearish flag, some recovery, and then you drop again, which for Apecoin would mean a drop down to 3.2 or $3, something like that. So we have to determine whether this is the case or whether we are actually in an uptrend. And the main thing we would need to do with Apecoin to confirm that this is actually an uptrend, which would be very unlikely, by the way, in these market circumstances. The market has been very bad. But the thing is that we have this resistance level above us at 3.65, and then we have this support level at 3.5. If we break above 3.65, it's no longer a bearish flag and there's actually bullish momentum. If we drop down to 3.5, we'll probably drop down to 3.3 and 3.2, and then it was a bearish flag and we will continue dropping down. Now, obviously, I have a most likely scenario, and that's purely based on the fundamentals in the market right now. Also, taking into account the bearish news around FTX and Alameda Research, with some active wallets or some wallets becoming active again. That, in my opinion, it's just way more bearish than bullish, and that's why I expect us to ultimately, maybe that will happen next week, because I mean, otherwise it would need to happen in the next 2 days, which is not necessarily something I see happening. The thing is that, you know, for the next 2 days, that's too quick, I think. I think we can actually see some bullish momentum in that. Then we have the weekend, not a lot will happen then. But in the end, I think the market circumstances are too bearish to have a bullish breakout, because a bullish breakout would mean going up to 3.9 as well. I think it's way more likely that at some point, probably next week, we'll drop down below 3.5, take that break retest, and we'll start dropping down towards 3.25 and 3.2. That is my most likely scenario. Now, before that happens, I can definitely, or I probably even expect it, that we will see some more bullish momentum. So right now we're testing the 100 EMA. What I think could happen, and there's actually quite a big risk of a fake out, because our main resistance is 3.65. But just above there at 3.75 is a very strong resistance level. So what I see happening is that we will get there. People will think we had a bullish breakout, which could happen. I just don't think it's likely. But then we find this resistance at 3.75 and we drop down immediately. And then we'll get into something like that. So that's something to be wary of. Know that is possible, that could happen. But in general, I think it's just a matter of time before we have that drop as well with Apecoin. But I will definitely keep you updated. I could be wrong, of course. Don't know if I am, but this is just, given all the fundamentals and given the technicals and given the market structure, I think the most likely scenario. So that's my take on Apecoin for today. For now, take care and bye.